Hi, I'm Matthew Tom, Recruiting Director for our HR Recruiting Division here at Career Scout Japan. Today I'm joined by my colleague Salome Mungai.
Thanks, Matt. Hello, everyone. My name is Salome from our HR Recruiting Division as well at Career Scout Japan. Here at Career Scout Japan, we specialize in recruiting for accounting and finance, supply chain management, and human resources for small to mid-sized multinational companies based in Japan. And in today's video, we will be discussing some of the trends we've seen in the market for HR recruitment in 2024.
We analyzed all of the placements that we made for HR positions in 2024, and in total, it was quite a successful year for us. Now, we also analyzed per industry and tried to look at which sectors we were strongest in and came up with the following results. So the first result was we had most of our placements, about 58% of our HR placements were in B2B industries. Now, B2B industries covers manufacturing companies as well as industrial trading companies. In second place were life sciences companies. Life sciences covers pharmaceutical, medical device, life science testing, and we call this entire industry life sciences. And we had about 21% of our placements for HR positions in this sector. So this was our second strongest area. The third area that is actually one of our fastest growing is the B2C sector. Now, B2C means retail, luxury goods, fast-moving consumer goods. So anything we might call B2C, we had about 16% of our placements made in that area. In last place, we had the services industry. So services would mean, for example, professional services, B2B services, IT services. Now, this is an area where, yes, we have made some placements, but compared to other areas like B2B, life sciences, and B2C, we are a little bit less strong in this area. So we had about 5% of our placements in this area. So what this data tells us is that, well, we have a strong network and talent pool within sectors such as B2B, life sciences, and B2C, and we'll be well equipped to support candidates with experience in these areas or who are keen to join these types of industries. And we are able to provide strong support to clients in these industries as well. We have a strong expertise of the market, a strong network of candidates we can introduce, and we look forward to supporting further and growing these numbers in 2025. Next up, I'll ask my colleague Salome to fill us in on the next topic from our HR analysis in 2024.
Okay, thank you, Matt. So moving on, we analyzed the data from our bilingual HR candidates who registered with our company during the period of 2024 for assistance with their job search and observed the following. To start off, between the period of February to April, we saw the largest number of increase from candidates registering with our company, around 71%, compared to the November to January period. And second place is a 25% increase between the period of August to September compared to the November to January period. So what do these statistics mean for our company and the candidates as well? Well, it means that foremost, during the February to April period, many candidates will register with our company as they have more time compared to the beginning or the end of the year. Also, April is the beginning of the financial year in Japan and a great opportunity for candidates to find new roles and new job openings, and they are also more available to do so as well. Aside from this, during the August to September period is when candidates typically receive their summer bonus, and so it is a great time for candidates to consider transitioning after the Obon period. In conclusion, this is the data that we were able to analyze from our candidates, and this is the results that the statistics have shown.
So next up, I'd like to discuss some of the trends that we've noticed, specifically in the HR recruitment market here in Japan in 2024. So the first trend that we noticed was related to Kaizen and improving processes. With the weakening yen here in Japan, a lot of foreign companies have been looking for ways to save costs. So they have been asking us to introduce candidates who have experience with improving processes, driving change, and finding ways to optimize, again, for example, daily operations to become more efficient and more cost saving. So candidates with experience driving Kaizen or cost optimization projects are highly sought after and have been throughout this past year. The second trend, which is the big topic these days, is AI. Now, there are so many things that we can discuss related to AI and recruiting and HR in general. But to be honest, right now, what we're seeing is a lot of tools are flooding the market. There's so much information these days, and a lot of global HR teams are looking for ways to implement these tools. However, in Japan, we are still seeing a lot of these tools have not been implemented yet. I think a lot of companies are evaluating what's going to work best for them, what isn't. But one thing for sure is that the ability to communicate with people, the relationships that you have, and the skill set that you have with, again, people skills are going to be what sets HR professionals apart. Now, a lot of AI tools will be automating a lot of the different processes related to HR. But people with experience really who can show a track record of driving value for a business, for example, as a business partner, and the skills necessary to do that at an emotional or people level that can't be replaced by AI, those skills are going to become increasingly valuable as AI becomes more and more prevalent in the market. The third trend that we noticed this year there was a lot of sensitive hiring cases and confidential searches that took place. Now, this is common. Every year there are going to be confidential searches. However, specifically for the HR field, the approach to this needs to be quite sensitive. For example, if you are hiring for a confidential search for a sensitive situation in a sales position or a finance position or an IT role, usually most of the time, HR is well equipped to handle that search. However, when hiring for their own department, it can be quite sensitive, especially if other members in that team are not aware of what's happening. So, more important than ever, it will be important that these companies reach out to an agency that can support them with the sensitivity required. Now, our company is well equipped to handle these types of searches. As a small, independent, and private company, the chances of this information getting leaked out to other HR people are very, very slim. And we've been actually quite successful with filling several confidential and exclusive HR searches in the past year. And we look forward to supporting further next year with any other searches that might come up in this area. Now, the last change that I'd like to cover is related to organizational changes for the HR function here in Japan. For example, with the weakening yen, as I mentioned before, a lot of companies are looking for ways to optimize costs, and as a result have been transferring a lot of their more operational HR positions to other countries within Asia Pacific, or creating a shared service center in Asia Pacific with lower cost rather than having local employees handling, for example, payroll or daily HR operations. And instead, they're replacing that with, for example, one individual contributor HR business partner who can operate at a more strategic and higher level that will translate more to direct contributions to the business. Now, even though the company size might be, for example, 100 employees in Japan or 150 employees, still, we are seeing a lot of these companies shrink their HR teams to become, for example, just one HR business partner in Japan, and then instead have a lot of their processes outsourced or their HR operations supported by a regional APAC HR team. So in conclusion, what we're seeing with a lot of these trends is that yes, the market is changing, HR structures are changing, but what's going to become more and more important are people skills, soft skills, things that cannot be replaced by technology or AI tools. And the HR professionals with these skill sets are being very, very sought after in the market and will continue to be in 2025. So we look forward to supporting our clients and candidates again in 2025 with any of the HR searches, and we should be in a strong position to support.
If you have any questions or would like expert advice on hiring bilingual talent in Japan, please feel free to contact us via the link dropped in the description box below, or please feel free to leave a comment on this video as well. We would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and have a happy holidays and have a happy new year as well.
Thank you so much for listening today. Have a happy holidays, have a happy new year, and we look forward to supporting you in the new year in 2025.